And speaking of that, just embracing AI in all walks of life, one of the things I think you publicly talk about is AI consumption per capita. What is the thought process? What do you mean by that, and why is that important?
As I said, right, see, if AI is going to displace jobs, it's primarily because it provides organizations with abilities which they don't need individuals specifically for, certain individuals. So those abilities need to be given to individuals directly, right? So you should be able to say, if I wanted to access, like you said, access knowledge, historical, this should be available to people. If I wanted to have help in understanding a particular topic, I should have help on it. If I wanted to understand how to deal with the healthcare problem I'm seeing but don't have anybody around me, I should be able to access a free system that's capable of answering that to me, right? Or even deeper stuff. I mean, even more, let's say, less deeper stuff, like let's say e-commerce and so on, right? Instead of it benefiting just in the companies, which will then have their thing around it, how can we have fiduciary agents which represent the interest of individuals, right? And how do we do that? So to me, if indeed it pans out the way it is, we should think of it as a general purpose utility, just like we think of as power, electricity, or we think about, let us say, access to healthcare, education. We should see access to compute of this kind being common. And that's why it's important to do certain things like, how do we get it to the edge? How do we have enough capacity in the country to serve the tokens for the whole country needs? All of these become then important.
Yeah, Pratyush, listening to you and also kind of thinking, I realized that at some point in all the people who are in the position of influence in the country, whether they're in a government or CEOs of large companies, I know they all pay attention to headlines and attend conferences and talk to experts, and then go back to business as usual. They really need to be shaken out of their comfort zone and saying, no, there is this whole tsunami of change just headed our way. It is still going to take few years and maybe plus minus 4 years, I don't know, 5 years or 10 years, but it's most definitely coming. People need to really, really take a pause, take a break from their job for a week or 2 weeks and really come to terms with it. Otherwise, you talk about this, you feel, intellectually excited, go back to doing the things you were doing before, and that's, just not enough given what's. At SparX, we aim to bring to you stories of exponential impact. We share in-depth analysis of what goes behind success stories. If you find our conversations interesting, you can join us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. You can also listen to SparX on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or any other audio platform of your choice. If you have any suggestions on who we should invite or what topics we need to cover, just let us know in the comments. We are always listening, looking for ways to improve, and keep getting better as we go along.